the ambition. A couple million make you stand different. They dropped the ball and so I ran with it. I'm like, man, listen. All I got is the same.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Browns are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against that Jaguars team that wants to keep the running game in check.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is Isaiah Crowell, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, 8. Shift together here from the D-line. Kaiser now on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ohio.
From the gun, Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3 and out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. First rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
second down. Here's Fournette. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they're operating in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. His throw incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can grab as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Next round! Next round! Ohio!
To throw is Kaiser. This is intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On second down, here's Crowell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Time with Johnson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. first down carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jack. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it again with Fournette. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Weren't out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
Third and long, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all it To blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, will wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Bortles to throw on second down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Bortles. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. This is Fournette, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's got Lewis. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Bortles. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's sort of second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They begin with a run by Corral. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, Kaiser. Over the middle, here to Coates. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They go play action here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A second down throw now for Kaiser. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The first down carry here for Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Come on, let's go! 38! 38! Ohio!
Here's Kaiser. And this one's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Kaiser. They find finds Coates complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Jaguars getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The first throw for Henne, the veteran backup. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Henne. Going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. At scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Henne. Complete. This is Lewis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Black 35. Black 35. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go now. Let's check. Half. Here we go. Black 35. Let's go.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
Let's go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've hit halftime. Now, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry. So we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Agba in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Set up a throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up into half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They'll throw here. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And this one caught by Coates. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st down and 5 for the offense.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's second down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, Kaiser again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This is Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll drop the throw. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finding some room at midfield. It's caught right side. It turns. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here we go. Wide go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Let's go!
Crowell. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it again with Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go!
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Ohio! Here we go!
On the run, it's Crowell. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. They're all finished in the bout down in Houston. And give that one to the Cardinals. They wind up winners. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house.